A very good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and taking a good care of yourself. So, children, let us start today's mathematics class of grade 10th. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 12, area related to circles. Children, this is summary lecture of chapter number 12. Okay children, the topics which I am going to cover in my summary lecture of chapter number 12, area related to circle are: number 1, I will make you recall the definition of circle and all its related terms like radius, diameter, chord, arc, circumference, semicircle, minor, major sector, minor and major segment, secant, etc. Okay. Then second, which I will make you recall, that is I will make you learn all the important formulae. How, which one are those formulae? I will make you revise area of circle, area of semicircle, area of quadrant. Then secondly, I will make you understand how to calculate area of minor and major sectors. Thirdly, I will make you recall how to calculate the area of minor and major segments. Fine. Then at number 4th, I will make you recall how to calculate the area of triangle if central angle is either 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree or 120 degree. Correct? Children, after that, I will make you revise how to calculate the formula of circumference of the circle as well as semicircle. Okay, the next topic is we will be switching to calculate the length of the arc of the corresponding sectors. Okay, either the sector is minor or major. That depends. And children, at last I will make you revise few sums from exercise 12.3. because 12.1 and 12.2 are very simple. Only few sums I am going to take from exercise 12.3. Because in this exercise a combination of plane figures is there and children face difficulty to calculate the area. In that case only when there is a combination of many figures in one figure. Okay students? Children, let us start today's class. Here you can see a big circle. So my first topic is, which I am going to make you recall, that is the definition of circle. Children, circle is nothing but a locus of a point which moves in a plane in such a way that the distance, whatever point I am going to take on the boundary, they are at the equidistance from this fixed point which is known as the center of the circle. Correct? This fixed point O is known as the center of the circle, and if I am going to take here millions of points, then the collection of all those points in this plane figure is going to form a circle. But make sure whatever points children you are going to take over here, the distance of those very points from the center point must be fixed. It is fixed, it is equal. And this distance is known as radius of the circle. If somebody asks you what is the definition of radius of a circle, you will simply say that radius is a line segment whose one end point lie on the circumference of the circle and another end point is the center itself. Clear? Now I am going to switch to the next term, that is diameter of the circle. Here you can see that R dash is the diameter of the circle. Diameter is nothing but the double of radius. So how to define it? Diameter is a line segment whose one end point lie, whose both the end point lie on the circumference of the circle. And of course it passes through the center point also. Clear? So here you can see that A dash A, R dash, they all are diameter of the circle. Correct? Now The next term is define code. Children, here you can see in this diagram that PQ is a code. So how to define it? A chord is a line segment whose both the endpoints lie on the circumference. Circumference is nothing but the boundary of the circle. Whose both the endpoints lie on the boundary of the circle, but it does not pass through the center. So what is the difference between chord and a diameter? Both the endpoint of a diameter also lie on the circumference of the circle. Similarly, both the endpoint of a chord also lie on the circumference of the circle. But chord does not pass through the center. Here you can see. Fine. But diameter always passes through the center. Correct? So can we say that diameter is the longest chord? Of course. Diameter is the longest chord of the circle. Fine. If you draw millions of chord in this circle, you will always found that the length of the diameter is the longest of all. This is greater than of all the lengths of the other chords. Clear? So one term related to diameter I am going to include in it, that whenever a diameter divides a circle, it divides it in two equal parts. Here you can see, children, that this is semicircle formed. Suppose if I take A dash A as the diameter, then definitely this above as well as this below part will be considered as the semicircle of the circle. Fine. So you can say that a diameter divides the circle in two equal parts. So what do we call these two parts? As semicircles. Clear? Now the next related term is, what do you mean by arc? Here you can see, children, this ABR, a continuous piece, a continuous part of a circle is called an arc. So how do we write it? We can write it like this, RBA, and this is the symbol for arc. Similarly, children, here also you can write like this is N. Suppose if here I write down M also. So it would become R dash MN. This will become an arc. Clear? So arc is nothing but the continuous part of a circle. Children, here you can see that M R dash N. This is also an arc. Fine? Okay. Instead of taking that point M, I have placed it over here. Fine? Now I am going to discuss about the types of arc, that is minor arc and major arc. Clear? Children, here you can see that RBA, this is minor arc. Why? Because it is going to cover a minor part only. The minor part of the circumference it is going to cover. But if I talk about R dash and A, this complete arc, this one, R dash A, this will be known as major arc. Clear? Next comes the quadrant of a circle. Quadrant of a circle is nothing but the 1/4 part of a circle. Suppose here if I have drawn one radius, then you can see that this complete region is nothing but the 1/4 part of the circle. Here also this is 1/4 of the circle. And if I am going to draw a diameter, then again this is 1/4. This is also 1/4 part of the circle. So quadrant is nothing but the 1/4 part of the circle. Now children, our most important point is, what do you mean by sector? As I have just told you about minor and major arc, so definitely using the same arc we are going to draw the minor as well as major sector. Here children, you can see that RBA is a minor arc. Okay. So using this arc, I have just drawn a minor sector. But if I am going to talk about the rest of the part, so that will be known as major sector. How? Please be alert. First of all, you must be knowing what do you mean by sector. Sector is the region which is enclosed by two radii and the corresponding arc. That depends whether the arc is minor or whether the arc is major. Correct? So let us understand this concept while this smaller circle, here you can see that this is center point O. Here I have taken 2 points P and Q. I joined O to P and then O to Q. You can see that they both are radii. So children, how will you give the name to the minor sector? Sector is that region which is enclosed by two radii and one arc. This is minor arc, so definitely OPQ. OPQ. This will be known as minor sector, correct? But if I talk about O, P, R, then Q, O, means this complete part. So this will be known as major sector. Why major sector? Because this is also the region which is between two radii and the major arc, correct? Okay, here comes the next topic related to the segment. How to define segment, children? Let us understand the definition of minor segment as well as major segment using this circle. Here you can see, children, what is minor segment? Minor segment is nothing but the region which is bounded by a chord and the minor arc. Here PMQ is the minor arc. PMQ is minor arc. So the region which is bounded by a chord and the minor arc is known as minor segment. If I talk about the major segment, then how will you give the name? You will give the name like this: P, R, Q, and then ultimately you can reach on P again. It will be P, Q, R, P. This region is known as major segment. Why? Because this is corresponding to the major arc. Got it? Now the next definition is of secant, that I have already explained to you earlier. Secant is nothing but a line which intersect the circle at 2 points. Children, you can see that this is a line L which is going to intersect the circle at 2 points. Correct? So this line L will be known as secant of the circle. But for example, if I am going to talk about the tangent, what do you mean by tangent? Tangent is always drawn from the external point of the circle. So whenever there is a line, you can say, or you can call it a ray also, that whenever there is a ray drawn from the external point of the circle, then it is going to touch the circle exactly at one point. You can see that this is point Q and it is known as point of contact, correct? So this PQ will be known as the tangent of the circle. Clear? If anybody asks you the difference between tangent and secant, then you will say that secant is a line which intersect the circle at 2 points, but tangent is a ray, or you can even call it a line also, fine, which is always drawn from the external point of the circle and it always touches the circle exactly at 1 point, correct? Okay, now children, I am going to discuss about the formulae which we are going to learn in this chapter. The very first formula is area of circle. Means I am going to calculate this complete region. Look, so this, how to calculate the area of this complete circle, that formula you know, that is pi r square, correct? The next formula is area of semicircle. Semicircle, I have just explained you, is nothing but the half of the circle, correct? Suppose if I am going to draw a diameter over here, so this region as well as this region, this is known as semicircle, correct? So as the area, this diameter has divided the complete circle in 2 parts, so definitely the area will also be divided in 2 parts. So the area of the semicircle is pi r square by 2. So children, if I am going to talk about the area of quadrant. Quadrant, I just told you what is quadrant. That when complete circle is going to be divided in 4 equal parts. In how many parts? In 4 equal parts. So here this is center point O, this is B. So this AOB is known as the quadrant of the circle. Similarly, this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant number 3 and this is quadrant number 4. So when complete circle is divided into 4 equal parts, so how can we calculate its area? It will be pi r square by 4. Clear, children? Next comes the circumference of the circle. Circumference of circle. Circumference, you know, that is nothing but the boundary. So how to calculate the length of this complete circumference? That will be equal to 2 pi r. Correct? So the circumference, or I should say that the length of the boundary of the circle is 2 pi r. Clear? If I say the circumference of the semicircle, again that would become half only. So this is 2 pi r upon 2, that is equal to pi r. Correct, children? Children, basically for these formulae there is no derivation, but definitely through activities it will be taught when you will be taught lab manuals. Fine? Otherwise you children, you know how the area of circle was derived through activity. How did we calculate the circumference of the circle through activity? That you know very well. This is very simple. So let us revise the formula once again. Area of circle is pi r square. Area of semicircle pi r square by 2. Area of quadrant pi r square by 4. Circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Circumference of the semicircle is pi r. Clear? Now children, let us understand the new concept, how to calculate area of sector. This is new thing for you to learn. So let me tell you what is the formula of area of sector. This is pi r square theta upon 360 degree. Always remember children, you know that what is sector? Sector is nothing but the region which is bounded by two radii, that is OA and OB, here you can see, as well as by an arc. So this is minor sector, correct? How to calculate its area? Always remember that whenever both the radii, they are going to be joined here, and here you can see that this is complete region which is actually the sector. Okay, so they both are going to form one center angle, let it be theta. So how this formula is derived basically? For this case, children, we have to consider a circular region to be the sector forming an angle of 360 degree. Fine. With at the center point O. Correct. Now we will be applying unitary method. How? When the degree measure of the angle at the center is equal to 360 degree, means in that case you are going to consider that the center angle is 360 degree. Then here you can write is 360 degree. Then area of sector is, when I am going to consider that particular circular region, because you know that the circle is nothing but the complete round, means 360 degree angle will be formed, correct? And here I am going to consider that the center angle is 360 degree. If center angle is 360 degree, then definitely the complete sector will become the complete circle only, correct? So in that case, area of sector will be pi r square, which is actually the area of the circle, correct? Why children I am going to take it this, so that I can let you know that how this formula was derived. So now I am going to apply unitary method when degree measure of the angle at the center is going to be considered as 1. So definitely the area of sector will be pi r square upon 360 degree, correct? Or when angle is going to be considered as theta degree, so it would become pi r square theta upon 360 degree. So this is the area to calculate the area of the sector. So it depends that what angle is going to be formed here at center angle. It can be of 60 degree, it can be of 90 degree, correct? So let us understand this point here only. For example, if this angle, which is a center angle, that is angle AOB is of 60 degree over here. Correct? AO and OB, they both are radii. Correct? Yes or no? And when I joined this AB, here you can see that AOB is a triangle formed. Though this AOB and again I am reaching on A, this was complete sector. Fine. But when I joined AB, I got a segment over here. You can see that this is a segment. You can give the name here P. It would become APBA. So this is what? Segment. Complete is sector. And this is AOB is what? This is triangle. Now, how to calculate area of triangle in this case? Suppose the angle is of 60 degree. You know that AO and OB, they both are radii of the circle. Correct? If they both are radii, means they both are equal. If they both are equal, it means base angles will be equal. Yes or no? Because it will become an isosceles triangle in that case. So if one angle is of 60 degree and these two angles are also equal, so they will also be of 60 degree each. Yes or no? So when center angle is of 60 degree, it means this will become, AOB will become an equilateral triangle. And you know how to calculate the area of an equilateral triangle? That is root 3 by 4 A square. Here A is nothing but the radius of the circle, which is actually the side. Here you have to consider these two sides. Correct? So right now I am going to make you understand how I have got the formula of area of sector. This is about sector. Children, for example, if I ask you, can you tell me how to calculate the area of this segment? Just have a look. If I subtract the area of the triangle from this area of complete sector, so definitely I will be getting the area of this region, that is segment. Yes or no? So the area of segment is here in our hand. How to calculate? Area of sector minus area of triangle. Now it depends that what kind of triangle is going to be formed. As I told you, if theta is 60 degree, means center angle is of 60 degree, then it will become an equilateral triangle. Which triangle will be formed? Equilateral triangle. And you know the area of equilateral triangle, that is root 3 by 4 A square. But children, for example, if the center angle is of 90 degree, let us draw it once again. This is a circle. This is center point. Let it be point A and B. For example, this is forming 90 degree angle. Then how will you calculate the area of triangle AOB? Definitely you can consider either this OB as base and AO as height. So the formula which you have to apply, that will be half into base into height in that case. Then also you will be able to calculate the area of this segment, which is minor segment. Again the same formula, area of sector minus area of triangle. But what triangle is this? Which triangle is this? This is right angled triangle. So the formula will be half into base into height. This is area of right angled triangle. Angled triangle. Clear? Understood or not? So children, can you speak what will be the formula of area of minor segment? Here we are dealing with minor till now. I have not switched to the major one. Okay. So this is minor segment, that is APBA. How to calculate its area? Area of sector minus area of triangle. That depends what kind of triangle it would be. It basically depends on the center angle. Clear? So it will be area of minor sector minus area of triangle. Got it or not? Now children, in the same figure I am going to explain you. Suppose if you will have to calculate the area of the major sector. First of all, I am going to shade the major sector, this complete part. How will you give the name? OABO. Correct? This is complete major sector. So how to calculate its area now? Suppose if I calculate the area of the minor sector, that is using pi r square theta upon 360 degree. Then I am going to calculate the area of the complete circle. From area of complete circle, if I hide this part, this complete minor sector, so definitely I will be able to get the area of the major sector. Got it or not? Fine. In the same manner, children, if I ask you how to calculate the area of the major segment now, means excluding this part. This is APBA. You are not going to include this part. So exclude it. So what is to be done for that? I am going to make you recall the steps. Number 1, you will be calculating area of sector first. Subtract the area of triangle. You will be getting area of minor segment, which I am going to shade right now. Correct? So I have got this minor segment area. Now I have to calculate the area of the complete circle using pi r square. Then I am going to subtract the area of the minor segment to come to know about the area of this complete major segment. Because segment is nothing but the region which is bounded by the chord and the arc. This is chord and this is the major arc. Clear? So children, point O. These are two radii of the circle. I am going to join both of these endpoints which are going to touch the circumference of the circle and giving the name to them as AB. Okay, children. Children, here you can see that if I am going to give the name here, let it be point P. Then this complete AOBPA, this complete region is sector. Because this is the region which is bounded by two radii, that is OA and OB, and the minor arc, that is APB. Correct, children? Now I am going to tell you, if this center angle is of 45 degree, then how will you be calculating the area of segment? Fine. So everyone please be alert. This concept will not be applicable only for 45 degree. It will be applicable for if theta is 120 degree, even which I have taught you, if theta is 60 degree, and of course if theta is 90 degree. Means for each case this formula will be applicable. This is actually the formula of area of triangle AOB. Clear, children? But make sure this is that particular triangle only which is going to be formed in the circle using the radii, as well as some center angle is also formed. Correct? So the formula is half into r square into sine theta. Now you will see how it is there. So I am going to verify it. First of all, for 60 degree as well as for 90 degree, which I have already taught you. Okay, so let us check it. This is half into r is nothing but the side right now of the triangle. You can see this is radius. So this is r square. First of all, I am going to consider let theta is 60 degree. So it would become sine 60 degree. Children, you will have to just keep the table of trigonometry in your mind. Okay, if you want to apply the same formula for all kind of center angles. Otherwise, for 60 degree, you have to apply area of equilateral triangle. For 90 degree, you have to apply half into base into height. But ultimately for 45 and for 120 degree, you will have to switch to this formula only. So why don't you apply this formula for all? So children, look here. When I inserted the value of theta as 60 degree, I know sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So I have got root 3 by 4 r square. Isn't it the formula to calculate the area of an equilateral triangle? That is root 3 by 4. Side square here, what is the side? Side is r only. Correct? Now in the same manner, I am going to apply the same formula when theta is 90 degree. Okay, children? Otherwise we were applying half into base into height. or base into height was half into r, that is half into r square. This formula we were going to apply actually. Fine. So now let us check when theta is equal to 90 degree. So area of triangle AOB is equal to, please be alert, same formula, half into r square into sine theta. This is half, r square will remain as it is. We have to insert the value of radius. Okay. When we will be having, right now we will be having radius is r. So this is sine 90 degree. Children, you know sine 90 is 1. So it would become half r square. Isn't it the same formula? This formula is nothing but half into base into height. Got it? Okay. Now I am going to switch to the new concept. When theta is 45 degree, then how to calculate area of triangle AOB. It is that area whose sides are the radii of the circle as well as one center angle is also formed. So it would become half into r square into sine 45 degree. Children, you know the value of sine 45? It would become 1 by 2 r square, and sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So ultimately the formula will be 1 by 2 root 2 r square. Clear, children? Okay. Now I am going to switch when theta is 120 degree. Here you need to pay heed because this is new concept for you. This I explained you when I explained you trigonometry when we were in school. So how to calculate area of triangle AOB now? This is half into r square sine 120 degree. Children, you know we were dealing with theta when it was either equal to 0 and 90 and between 0 and 90. But we were not dealing with obtuse angle. So children, what is to be done for this? I told you earlier also, you may be having the concept in your mind. We are going to break 120. It would become 90 degree plus 30 degree. Clear? So let us talk about the quadrants. This is 90 minus theta in quadrant number 1. Then 90 plus theta. Here you will be including 180 minus theta, then 180 plus theta, then 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta, and so on. Like this you will be included. 360 plus theta. Okay. So this is basically the table which you will be learning in your senior classes, that is in 11th and 12th. Right now I am going to tell you about first and second quadrant. Okay. Which statement you have to memorize? That is all school to college. What does it mean? Here all the trigonometric ratios will be positive in first quadrant. Here only S means sine as well as its reciprocal, that is cosec. They both will be positive in second quadrant. T means tangent and cotangent will be positive in third quadrant, and C means cos and secant will be, here cos and secant theta will be positive. Here tangent and cotangent will be positive. This year 11th and 12th class teachers are going to explain you. Fine. Right now you just memorize one step, that in first quadrant when we are dealing with 90 minus theta, not even with 360 plus theta, because this is also not there in our course. When we are dealing with 90 minus theta, then all trigonometric ratios are positive. But when we are dealing with 90 plus theta, only sine and cosec are positive. Okay. What does it mean? It would become half r square. And you know we have to apply sine 90 plus theta, that is complement law. So the complement of sine is cos theta. Correct? And this 30 will be as it is. Because sine is positive in second quadrant. So there will be positive sign only outside. Clear, children? Now you know that sine 30 is nothing but cos 60 degree and cos 30 is nothing but sine 60 degree. So it would become half r square. At place of cos 30 degree I will be writing root 3 by 2. So ultimately I will be getting root 3 by 4 r square. The same formula I am going to get which I got for equilateral triangle. Have a look. Clear, children? So this is when theta is 120 degree. Clear? So children, this was all about the center angles. Clear? So let us recall the concept of calculating area of sector. Area of sector is equal to pi r square theta upon 360 degree. Clear? So theta, I have told you, theta can be either 45, 60, 90, 120. You have to just put that value over here. So using this formula, we have calculated area of sector. Now how to calculate area of segment? You have to subtract area of triangle, that is AOB. Which formula you have to apply, children? Half into r square into sine theta for all kinds of theta. Whether theta is acute, obtuse, whatever kind of theta it is. Clear? So we have to subtract this area of triangle from area of sector so that we can come to know about area of segment. Clear, children? Okay, now children, now I am going to switch to the next concept, that is how to calculate length of an arc of a sector. Till now I told you how to calculate the area of the sector. Now we will be learning how to calculate the length of the arc of a sector. First of all, the question arises, what do you mean by arc of a sector? So the arc corresponding to a sector is called the arc of a sector. For example, look here, this is a circle. This you can see that this is a sector. AOBPA, this is complete sector, correct? Now can you tell me what is the corresponding arc to this sector? Yes, this is APB. APB. And the symbol of arc is this, you know. Fine. So we will have to calculate this length of the arc of the corresponding sector. Correct? So definitely there will be some angle theta. Clear? Here I am going to join it. So what is to be done, children? How to calculate? This is nothing but the sum part of the circumference of the circle. So how to calculate the length of the arc of this corresponding sector where the angle is theta? For that, children, you will be using the formula of 2 pi r theta upon 360 degree. When we were going to calculate about this region, means the area, when we were talking about the area, then we were applying here pi r square because we were going to consider it, because we were going to calculate the area, so definitely we will have to use the area of the circle. But now we are going to talk about this length. This is nothing but some part of the circumference. So the formula will be changed by circumference. It would become 2 pi r theta upon 360 degree. Got it, children? Suppose if here it is said that you have to calculate the length of the arc of the corresponding sector. Here the corresponding sector is the minor sector. If I will have to calculate the length of this part, let it be point Q. So can you give the name to this arc? It will be AQB. AQB. Fine. For minor arc I had APB. For major arc I have AQB. Correct? So how can I calculate it? Use your mind. You want this length now. If I calculate the complete circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r, and if I subtract the length of the arc of this minor sector from there, then I will be able to calculate the length of the arc of the major sector. Yes or no? So what will be the formula in that case? Length of arc. Which arc? The major arc. That is AQB. Okay, corresponding to the major sector. So how will you calculate? This will be circumference of the circle minus length of arc. Which arc you will be taking now? Correct, that is APB. Clear, children? So children, this was all about how to calculate the length of the arc corresponding to the minor sector as well as corresponding to the major sector. Now I am going to tell you how to calculate area of ring. Please be alert. There is one circle. There is one more circle inside it. So let the radius of the smaller circle be R and the radius of the bigger circle be capital R. Okay. And you are supposed to calculate area of this ring, this part, which I am going to shade now. This region you are going to calculate. So what is to be done for that? You have to just calculate the area of the bigger circle. This is bigger circle complete. Okay, this one. And if I subtract the area of this smaller circle, so I will be getting the area of the ring minus area of smaller circle. Clear? So if capital R is the radius of the bigger circle, so definitely the area will be capital pi capital R square minus, and if small r is the radius of the smaller circle, then its area will be pi small r square. You can take pi as common, it would become capital R square minus small r square. So this is the area to calculate the area of the in a circular table cover of radius 32 centimeter. So first of all, I am going to make a big circular table cover. The radius is given, that is 32 centimeter. A design is formed leaving an equilateral triangle ABC in the middle of the circle as it is shown in the figure. So now I am going to make an equilateral triangle. This figure is there in the book itself, and there is a design made where in this remaining part. This is the designing made. Okay. So it is said that we are supposed to calculate the area of this design. We are going to calculate the area of this design. Here children, you can observe that there is a circle whose radius is 32 centimeter given to us. So this is radius 32 centimeter, and one equilateral triangle is made inside the circle. Fine, and we are supposed to calculate the area of this design. Children, just observe, if in this given figure I am going to draw two radii of the circle, you can see this is 32 centimeter. The names are also given. Here also I am going to join. So OA, OB and OC, they all are the radii of the circle of 32 centimeter each. Correct children? Okay. Now just tell me one thing. As you know that this is center point, and on center you know that if I am going to talk about the complete angle, then the complete angle will be of 360 degree. As you can see children, if I am talking about this OBCO, means this complete part is nothing but the sector of the circle. Yes or no? You can even give the name also here. Suppose if you want to give the name, so how to read it? OBPCO. So this complete part is sector of the circle. If I am going to talk about the design, just to see from this sector of the circle, if I subtract the area of triangle, that is OBC, then definitely I will be able to calculate the area of this design, that is BPCB. Yes or no? Because this is nothing but the minor segment of the same corresponding sector. Correct? Now children, as you know that to calculate area of sector, I need center angle. Though I have radii given to me, but I do not know what will be the center angle. And you know that at center, the complete angle is of 360 degree. And you can see that there are three sectors formed. One this, another this one, and third one this one. So it means this complete 360 degree angle is divided into 3 equal parts. Correct, children? So now let us start it. The radius of the circle is given to us. Radius of circle is 32 centimeter. Central angle is nothing but the complete angle, that is of 360 degree. When it is divided in 3 parts, so can I write that central angle of each sector? As you know that there are 3 sectors, so 360 degree angle must be divided into 3 parts. It will become 120 degree angle. Correct? Now children, using this given radii as well as center angle, I will be calculating the area of this sector. So the area of sector, what's the name? OBPCO. OBPCO is equal to pi r square theta upon 360 degree. So now children, let us calculate the area. The value of pi is 22/7 into, what is r? That is 32 centimeter. So it will be written twice because r square is there in the formula. And theta we have just calculated, that is 120 degree upon 360 degree. So let us calculate. This is 120 1za, 120 3za. So I have got 22 into 32 into 32. When I multiplied them, children, I got 22,528 upon 7 into 3, that is 21. As you know that we are going to calculate the area, so it must be there in centimeter square. So children, now we have calculated the area of this sector, that is OBPCO. OBPCO. This complete region area we have calculated. But I want the area of the design. So definitely the area of the triangle must be subtracted from the area of sector to come to know the area of design. Now let us recall the formula of calculating area of triangle OBC. That is half into r square sine theta. So what it would become? Half into 32 square into sine theta is what? Sine 120 degree. So children, here I have got this value 1/2 into 32 into 32. I explained you that sine 120 is what? That is cos 30 degree. Correct? So this is 2 1s are 2, 2 16s are 32. So you will be getting 16 into 32 into, put the value of cos 30 degree, that is √3/2. Again it is going to be cancelled. So I have got 256 √3. Again the area will be in square unit. Now children, area of sector we have calculated. We have calculated area of triangle also. So this is the time to calculate area of segment. What is the name of the segment? Please look here. The name of the segment is BPCB. That is BPCB. So what will be the formula? Area of sector What is the name of the sector? That is OBPCO minus area of triangle. Triangle is OBC. Correct? So I have got 22,528 upon 21 minus 256 √3. And here it will be centimeter square. In this question, we have not been given the value of √3, so we are not supposed to put it over here. Okay. So children, this is the area of one segment. Okay. Just look at here in the diagram. There are 3 segments of equal area. So how to calculate the area of the shaded region? If I multiply the area of this segment which I have just calculated, that is BPCB by 3, so I can come to know the area of the complete shaded region or the area of design. So you should write area of design is equal to 3 into area of segment BPCB. Correct, students? So let us multiply it. It will become 3 into big bracket 22,528 upon 21 minus 256 root 3 and big bracket closed with centimeter square. Now children, this 3 you can take inside. 3 will be multiplied by this number as well as it will be multiplied by this number also. So I will be getting 22,528 upon 7 because 3 ones are 3, 3 sevens are 21 minus. Here there is nothing in denominator. So 256 will be multiplied by 3. I will be getting 768 root 3 and there is a big bracket with centimeter square. So children, this is the area of design which we wanted to calculate. Okay. If you will be having the value of root 3 given, you can insert over here. Otherwise, you can leave the area like this also. This is actually the answer which is given in NCERT textbook. Now children, I am going to switch to next question, as the questions which are coming in between from 6 to 14, those I have covered. Few are given to you to do at home and few I have taken. So now I am going to switch to question number 15. So listen the statement of question number 15 carefully. In the given figure, ABC is a quadrant of a circle. So first of all, I am going to make a quadrant of a circle. Okay, of radius 14 centimeter and a semicircle is drawn with BC as a base. So first of all, let me give the name to this quadrant. While taking BC as a base, one semicircle is drawn. So let us draw one semicircle. Fine. While taking BC as the diameter, one semicircle is drawn. So we are supposed to calculate the area of the shaded region. So children, where is the shaded region in the given figure? This part is shaded, which I am going to do. Fine. Children, you can call this A, B. Here you can give the name. Let it be P. A, B, P, C. You can call it as a quadrant also. You can call it as a sector also. But you know, as it is said, it is a quadrant, or if I am going to talk about that, it is a sector. So definitely 90-degree angle will be formed. So children, now be alert. See, as this is the shaded region and this is nothing but the part of the semicircle, correct? So suppose here I am going to give the name, let it be Q. If I am going to subtract this region, this, from the area of the semicircle, means if I am going to subtract this segment, that is BPCB, from semicircle BQCB, okay, then I can easily calculate the area of the shaded region. Means first of all, I want the area of this segment, that is BPCB. So what is to be done for that? Here you can see that this is a circle of radius 14 centimeter. Okay, this is nothing but the quadrant of a circle of radius 14 centimeter. This is given to us. And we know that angle is of 90 degree, or you can use the formula of quadrant also, that is pi r square by 4. That depends on you. So let us first of all calculate the area of this sector. Which sector is this? That is BACPB. If I am going to calculate this complete sector's area, and will be subtracting the area of triangle from there, I will be able to get the area of this segment, that is BPCB. Then I will be calculating area of semicircle and will be subtracting the area of segment from here to come to know the area of shaded region. Got it? So let us start calculating. First of all, area of sector. Which sector is this? Let us give the name. That is BACPB. Formula you know, that is pi r square theta upon 360 degree. Theta also we know, that is of 90 degree. So let us substitute the values. This is 22/7 into radius is 14 into 14. Theta is 90 degree upon 360 degree. This is 1 za, this is 4 za. Let us cancel 2 za, then 7 za, 2 za, then 11 za. 7 and 7 are also going to be cancelled. So children, 14 into 11, I have got 154 centimeter square. This is the area of the sector. Let us subtract the area of this right angled triangle from it, so that we can come to know the area of this segment. So now children, how to calculate area of a right angle triangle, that you know, that is half into base into height, and the name of the triangle is BAC. So let us calculate area of triangle BAC is equal to half into base into height. Base and height are both same because they are nothing but the radii of the quadrant. So half into 14 centimeter square. This is going to be cancelled. 14 sevens are 98. So I have got 98 centimeter square. This is area of the triangle. So let us calculate area of segment now. So what is the name of the segment? Please look at here in the diagram. That is BPCB. BPCB. Formula you know. Area of sector minus area of triangle. Triangle is BAC and sector is BACPB. So what was the calculation? What was the result after getting the area of the sector? That was 154 centimeter square minus 98 centimeter square. So this is 14 minus 8 is 6 and 14 minus 9 is 5. 56 centimeter square. Correct? This is the area of the segment. Now children, just look at the diagram once again. I have calculated this region. Now I have to calculate area of the semicircle and subtract this area. Fine. So let us calculate area of semicircle. Area of semicircle. The formula of area of semicircle is pi r square by 2. But just children, look at here. As BQCB, this is a semicircle and its diameter is BC. The length of the diameter we do not know. So applying Pythagoras theorem, we are supposed to calculate the length BC first of all. Okay. So what it would be? BC square is equal to 14 centimeter whole square plus 14 centimeter whole square. So here I am going to apply Pythagoras theorem first of all to calculate BC square. So BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. Okay. That is 14 square plus 14 square. So it would become 196 plus 196, and here you can write centimeter square. So children, after adding it, I have got 392 centimeter square. This is BC square. Now I am going to break it. Can I write it 196 into 2? Then its whole under root with centimeter square. So it would become 14 root 2 centimeter. Correct? This is nothing but the diameter of the semicircle. But I want radius. So what will be the radius of this? You can denote it by diameter, that is 14 root 2 centimeter, and you can represent it by small r. It would be 7 root 2 centimeter because radius is nothing but the half of the diameter. So let us substitute this value over here. So what I will be getting? This is 22 by 7 into radius is 7 root 2 into 7 root 2, and here in denominator 2 is also present. Okay. This 2 is going to be cancelled with both root 2. 7 and 7 are also going to be cancelled. So I have got 154 centimeter square. This is nothing but the area of semicircle. Now children, look at here in the diagram. I know the area of semicircle. I know the area of this segment. So to come to know about this shaded region, that is BQCPB, I have to just subtract the area of segment from the area of semicircle. So what formula we should write? Area of shaded region is equal to area of semicircle minus area of segment. Which segment? That is BPCB. Fine. So let us subtract it. 154 centimeter square minus 56 centimeter square. So children, I will be getting 98 centimeter square. So this is the area of the shaded region. Correct? Children, if you want to write, you can here write down applying Pythagoras theorem. Fine. Because we are applying Pythagoras theorem so that we can come to know about the diameter of the semicircle. I hope you have understood this question, that how did I proceed in it. So children, now I am going to switch to the last question of this chapter. Okay, that is question number 16. Here is the diagram. Just understand this diagram. First of all, there is a square given and one design is made inside that square in such a way that this design is common between two quadrants of a circle of radius 8 centimeter. Now let us understand how it is going to make a quadrant. I am going to darken it. Suppose if I say this is AD, then DC, and then I will be taking this AC part. Let it be point P. Give a point P here. So now you just see how it is making a quadrant. A, D, C, P, A. This is nothing but a quadrant of the circle, you can see. Okay, let us talk about the another quadrant now. Here if I give the name Q, so it would become A, B, C, Q, A, means this region. This will be the another quadrant. Got it, students? So we are asked in the question to calculate the area of the shaded region. So children, what I am going to do, I am going to divide this design in two parts. How? You can see that I have drawn an orange line. I am just going to darken it so that it will be better visible to you. I am just going to divide this design in two parts in such a way so that it will be divided into segments actually. Now how? Please be alert. Suppose if I am going to calculate the area of the sector A, D, C, P, A, means this complete sector. You can call it sector also, you can call it quadrant also. Fine. Okay. So you are going to calculate the area of this sector and then you will be subtracting the area of this right angle triangle, that is ADC. You have to consider this orange colored line as the hypotenuse. Then if from this complete region, this region is subtracted. Okay. This region is subtracted, so I will be able to get the area of this region, that is APCA. Right or wrong? In the same manner, you are not supposed to find out it for another one. When this design is divided in two equal segments, if I am going to calculate the area of this segment, that is APCA, you can just make it double to come to know the area which is covered by the complete design. Clear? So let us start calculating. First of all, I will be calculating area of sector. What is the name of the sector? That is ADCPA. ADCPA. So what is the formula? Pi r square theta upon 360 degree. Correct? So what is the value of pi? That is 22/7. Radius is given to us. That is 8 into 8 into, what is the angle formed? That is 90 degree upon 360 degree. Correct? So let us solve it. 90 ones are 90, 4s are 360. Anything else which is going to be cancelled? 4 ones are 4, 4 2s are 8. Then children, when I multiply 22/16, I will be getting 352, and here divided by 7 centimeter square, because area is calculated in square unit. So this is which region's area which I have calculated? This is ADCPA. This complete region I have calculated. Now I am going to subtract the area of right angle triangle, that is ADC. So I will be able to get the area of APCA, means the second part of the design area I will be calculating. So children, as you know that this is a right angle triangle formed. So area of triangle ADC is equal to half into base into height. That is half into 8 centimeter square. 2 ones are 2, 2 4s are 8. So I have got 32 centimeter square. Correct? This is area of right angle triangle. Now you should write area of segment. Please give the name of the segment. If from this complete sector I will be subtracting area of this triangle, I will be getting APCA segment. That is APCA. Formula you know. Area of sector, that is ADCPA, minus area of triangle ADC. Here you can write triangle. Fine. So let us calculate it. It will be 352/7 minus 32. Make a big bracket with centimeter square. So children, let us take LCM. As I took LCM, I have got 352 minus 32 will be multiplied by 7. You will be getting 224 centimeter square. So after subtracting, I have got 128/7 centimeter square. This is the area of half design. You can call it half design. You can call it the segment APCA. Okay. Now you are not supposed to apply the same strategy again for AQCA. You can just make it double because you have calculated the area of the half segment. So what will you write? Area of the shaded region. Area of shaded region, you can write the area of design also, that depends on you, is equal to 2 into area of segment APCA. Okay. So 2 into 128/7 centimeter square. So the answer will be 256/7 centimeter square. This is the area of the complete design. Understood, students? So children, I hope after watching the summary lecture of chapter number 12, area related to circle, whatever doubts you may be having, they all may have been resolved. Still children, if you will be having any doubt, then you can clear your doubt in live classes. Okay. Now this is the time to get mathematics homework. Children, you have to revise examples. There are total 6 examples. Plus you have to do few sums from the exercise of chapter number 12, area related to circles, for test tomorrow. And these questions you are supposed to do in your practice notebook. And it is mandatory to mail me your practice work also. You can do approximately 12 to 15 questions. Fine. And before you start doing the questions, it is mandatory to revise all the formulae. So children, that's it for the day. Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.